Greetings, humans. Spinningmantis here with the next episode of Wasteland 2, Director's Cut. Thanks for joining me. Last episode, we got our first mission. Apparently, there's lots of people that we're supposed to talk to in this town. We were just kind of digging up supplies and digging up scrap in the yard here. Talking to different people about different things. We talked to the redhead lady who was Ace's. An ornery looking billy goat, better seen than smelled. It's La Loca. So they're different people. Alright, let's go to the Wasteland. Yep. So that's a variation on the cover of the original box art, but just like much more bigger and more detailed. World map. When you leave a location and enter the Wasteland, the game perspective will zoom out.
Ranger Command, come in.
Use left stick to travel. Alternately, you can access the world map by pressing the D-pad up. Okay. Terrific. World map events. There are a number of things you can encounter on the world map. In addition to water and radiation, you can stumble upon both friendly and enemy random encounters, which will take you to a small special location to interact with characters you do battle. You may even find hidden loot caches from before the apocalypse at mysterious locations that few have ever seen. Outdoorsman. The Outdoorsman skill determines your squad search radius on the world map when traveling, as well as its ability to avoid hostile random encounters. Good Outdoorsman will always be able to avoid dangerous enemies and discover new and hidden locations more easily.
Roger, Echo 1. Just making sure your radio is working. I'll be your dispatcher from here on out. I also wanted to give you a little heads up on your water situation. If you've all got full canteens, you should have enough water to reach the place where Ace died with plenty to spare. But if you're going to go exploring, you'll want to fill up again at any oasis you can find. Remember, your main priority is to recover the repeater units Ace was carrying. Once you've got the devices, you'll be headed to Ag Center and High Pool to install them. But we'll talk about that after you acquire the repeaters. We must, of course, bring Ace's killers to justice. But right now, that's secondary to discovering the location of that signal. It is vital that all teams stay in radio contact with me here at the base. We get distress calls from all over our jurisdiction and sometimes beyond. Towns or farms or mines being attacked by raiders, mutant beasts, what have you. We field those calls here and then dispatch whichever team is closest to the problem.
Okay.
Until now, Woodson's been our dispatcher. But Ace's death made me realize I've spent too many years in my office, walled off from the world and how it's changing. I need to know what's going on out there, and I figure the best way to do that is to start listening to the people's problems. So, I've decided that from now on, I'll be the one fielding calls and talking in your ear when you head out into the wastes. Don't let that make you self-conscious or nothing. 10-4, Echo 1, carry on. Ranger Command out.
Okay. Oh, we're actually...
SOS! SOS! Is anybody out there? This is High Pool. We are under attack. I repeat, we are under attack. Raiders with mortars and explosives are blasting our walls. If anybody can hear this, come at once. Don't know how long we can hold it.
Ranger Citadel, this is Ag Center. Come in. We're under attack. The plants, they're mutating out of control. They're tearing my people apart.
Oh my goodness. All these attacks happening at once. So, water is a matter of life and death in the Wasteland. As the squad travels on the world map, water is slowly consumed. When water supplies run out, your squad will be will begin taking damage, which along with that drink, and eventually the characters will die of dehydration. To refill your canteens, look for hidden oases on the world map, or visit a location with a water supply, such as a well or tap. Most major settlements have a water supply.
Citadel base. Can you repeat? Did you say the plants were attacking?
Yes, goddammit, the plants! Something's gone wrong with them! Oh, look! The door! They're breaking down the door! Fall back! Fall back!
Okay, that sounds bad.
Ranger Team Echo, this is Ranger Command. Come in. Did you copy those distress calls from High Pool and Ag Center? Over. Roger that. Listen, Echo 1, I have no one else in the area and no further intel at this time. I'm afraid it's going to have to be your decision which call to respond to first. Whichever one you choose, get there ASAP. Both situations are emergencies, and both sounded like they were deteriorating rapidly. While the repeaters are still alpha-level priority, civilian emergencies have to come first, before heading back out to get the repeaters. Sending you the coordinates for both locations now.
Okay, I want to go to the Ag Center.
Uh-huh. Suspicious, isn't it, Echo 1? Like someone's monitoring our transmissions and trying to stop our little radio experiment before it starts. 10-4, Echo 1. Godspeed.
Okay. So let's enter the Oasis. Yep. Alright. Now... here we are at the Ag Center. Yep. Alright, let's see what kind of crazy business is going on here with the attacking plants.
Roger, Echo 1. Then listen. I know I said the radio tower was at the top of your to-do list, but you need to deal with the emergency situation first, before heading back out to get the repeaters. Roger, Echo 1. Advise when
Okay, we're looking for someone named Kathy. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that just happened. It did. Yes, looks bad. Truck looks like you drive through a bunker and keep going. The only thing that stopped it was time. I don't know what the red circle was there. Cover. Combat cover plays a vital role. Taking cover will reduce attacker's chance to hit. Certain cover can also be destroyed. Okay?
Okay, this is bad. This is kill it with fire bad. What the hell caused this?
Okay, so weapons have alternate firing modes that let them attack in different ways in exchange for higher AP costs when attacking. Most common in the use of these burst fire, which allows the character to fire multiple rounds in one turn instead of a single shot, with a chance to hit penalty. Try checking the firing modes of each weapon you have to see what they can do. Okay. Ambush. Ambush is a special combat action you can take. Whenever you put a character in ambush, they will not attack the rest of that turn. Okay, this is complicated. Oh, you can zoom out. You can go completely top down. Okay, that's some kind of slug. Aha. Combat. Life isn't always peaceful in the Wasteland. Combat is turn-based, with each character involved taking a turn. Pool of action points. Action points. Action points. Okay. Action Q is their turn order. Precision strikes allow you to shoot individual parts of the body. Armor penetration. Wow, conductive armor. That's some deep stuff. Okay. It's this person's turn. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Not an FAP. Let's move over here. Good deal. Okay. Nice. This is... Oh, hey. These flies are coming at me from far away. They're pew-pewing. Mega Maggot, Precision Strike, 3 AP. Abdomen. Just go with normal attack. Cool. Alright. Nope. Not gonna work. No! That is not at all what I meant to do. Not at all what I meant to do. He's coming for me. Oof. Okay, that was rough. Rough, I tell you. Alright. Dang, missed. An FAP. Those flies, though. Oof. I can't even see like who I am. This is Hex. Okay, what does Hex do? Reload, swap weapons, end turn, ambush, full auto, precision strike. Right. Missed. I need to get out over there. So this guy. Nice. Okay. This guy. Missed. Okay, he's coming closer. Ouch. Okay, I'm slightly out of range. Is that in? Nope. Need to go forward one more. That's a submachine gun, I guess. Gotcha. Loot. One of the ways rangers must survive in the wasteland is by scavenging what they can. Loot containers. Alright. So...
Copy, Echo 1. This is Ranger Command. Go ahead. Over. Copy, Echo 1. Appreciate the...
Okay. Character. I've got a healer. No quirks. What skills? Perception, energy weapon, handguns, field medic. So skills, how do you get to use field medic? How can you use it? So pills, how do we get him to do something to somebody? We've got injured peeps here. So how do we use one of these skills? Field medic and surgeon. There we go. Help you patch your friends up. How do you use it? Field medic restores hit points and removes effects by using consumable items. Okay. Okay. Use that. I don't even know.
Hello? By the doors. Can you hear me?
Yep.
What the hell
Watch
was
it.
that? Did you idiots
Looks like
just
the
blow
pods are
yourselves
triggered
up
by
right
sudden
in front of the
movement.
door?
Okay. Skills. It's interesting. Pills. Okay. Sure. Oh, okay. I see what's going on here.
Copy, Echo 1. This is Ranger. Copy, Echo.
Right. Use that on Hex. Okay, that works good. What is everybody else's health? Use on... Ugh, this sort of inventory system is getting a little crazy. Alright, we should be doing a little bit better here.
You pricks better be the damn Rangers. We've been calling for help for hours. The plants have gone crazy. About time. Yes, we need help. What have I been saying? I'm opening the doors now.
You're next, it says. Okay, that red thing means you can't go any further that direction. I see. It's into that central complex. It's taking me a second to get used to this interface system. It does seem kind of clunky with a controller. Alright, here we are. A tall woman with dark skin and high cheekbones. She wears a white lab coat and has her black hair pulled back in a no-nonsense bun, through which she has stuck a much-chewed pen. She does not look happy to see you.
Rangers, where have you been?
Ms. Lawson, meet the new recruits. Recruits, meet Ms. Lawson.
Forget the friendly introductions, Angie. Wasn't the deal we made with the Rangers, we give you food, you give us protection? Well, your recruits are looking pretty goddamn well fed, but we've been up to our tits in killer tomatoes for 8 hours, and not a Ranger in sight.
You should take it from here, recruits. Learning to deal with angry citizens is part of the job.
And killer pumpkins and killer fruit flies, all of a sudden all our plants are starting to grow out of control, mutating, exploding, attacking my people. It's like they've gone rabid or something. Didn't you hear our distress call? We've been calling for help forever. What went wrong with the plants? Rose thinks it started with some contamination in the fertilization system. She also thinks it's deliberate sabotage. I hate to think that, but whatever it is, all the vegetation is growing out of control and mutating. The insects too. They're enormous. People are in danger. Matt and Rose and I managed to get to safety, but the others... Do you think someone from the Ag Center is behind this? I hope not. I don't want to think that anyone here would do this. We're a happy family. We all want the same thing, to make the wasteland green again. Giant insects. How big are we talking? I saw a fruit fly as big as a bald eagle. It had a stinger like a fucking scimitar. Apologies for the language. Who's Matt Forrestal? He's the man in the wheelchair at the monitor desk. Hey, Rangers. He's the one who called Ranger Citadel 8 hours ago. He was hurt. Plants had begun growing strange exploding pods, and he got caught in a blast. His whole left side was a mess. What can you tell me about Rose? Rose is our best researcher. She's in her lab trying to find out what went wrong. But even if she figures it out, she's an old lady. There's no way she'd go in there to fix it. That's why we called the Rangers. Who else is in trouble? The researchers and the farmers. They're still out in the fields and greenhouses. We've been watching them die one by one on the monitors while you butterballs have been off somewhere circle jerking each other. And for some of them, it's been even worse. Wow.
As if the rest of this craziness wasn't enough, the plants are also starting to explode. Get too close to one of those red pods and bam! Come to think of it, everyone who's changed into one of those pod people got blasted first. If I could get one of those pods to study, intact, I suppose a handful of fragments of pods, let's say 10, would do the trick, if you can't manage to collect a whole one. If we don't find a cure, the infection will surge back and we'll all be dead.
Our research lab, our experiment No Breeze is down the hall to the east. What happened to the researchers? They're in the greenhouses mostly. A lot of cameras were obscured by plant growth, so I don't know what happened to them, but there were terrible screams. Farmers, I've been watching them die for hours. I know those men, they were good friends, and now they're gone. Tell us about the layout. The east and west greenhouses, where we do most of our testing, are in this building. The west field, where we grow our fruits and veggies, and the east field, which has grazing for our animals and quarters for the farmers, are in the big enclosures on either side. They're probably all destroyed by now. You have a monitor system. Yes, the whole facility is rigged with cameras and an intercom. The plants have wrecked in places. It's been horrible seeing what's going on, not to be able to help. What could be worse than death? You saw her, that thing you met out front. She was one of my assistants. All of them were our people, and now they're, I don't know what they are. Pod people? We have some pod fragments. Here they are. Great. We're getting there. Keep searching until you find enough for me to complete my research. 10 should be enough. What do you think of the Desert Rangers? Matt sure talks you up, but as far as you're about as impressive as a wet fart.
About time.
We're here now, ready to help.
Now listen, We think the mutations stem from contamination in our irrigation system. Unfortunately, the computer that operates the pumps seems to be malfunctioning and we can't shut it off remotely. Maybe its circuits are overloaded from all the alarms going off. The computer is down the corridor past the airlock behind us. I can open that lock, but if you're gonna do your job and rescue our guys, see Rose. She has the current override codes for the greenhouse airlocks. Either way, we'll lead you to the computer room eventually. If you can get the computer working, you can shut down the pumps from there. If not, you'll have to go into the east and west fields and turn off the valves by hand. Now get going before any more... Sometimes I think that thing is more trouble than it's worth. It's supposed to automate all our irrigation and feeding, but it seems to be, like, on the... You want to use our radio dish now? Can you see we're in the middle of a fucking crisis? Fuck you. Go find... Yes, go. Do your job. I'll open the central airlocks for you now, but remember, we might have people trapped in the greenhouses, so talk to Rose for the door codes.
Okay. A lean, square-shouldered guy in a flannel shirt and jeans. He would look trim and healthy if his left arm and leg weren't wrapped up in bandages and his face all bruised and sliced up. He winces as he shifts around to look at you, but then gives a big grin as you approach. Matt, good to see you. Oh, shit, what happened to you?
Angie got hit by one of those exploding pods.
Are you okay?
Kathy says she can fix me up. I hope so. Hurts like the dickens.
Well, take care, Matt.
I recognize the uniforms, but not the faces. Y'all must be new recruits. Hope this ain't your first dance, though, because I got the feeling it ain't gonna be a walk in the park. Name's Matt Forrestal. I guess I'm the boss around here. Used to wear one of them stars, though. Back in the day.
What do you do as the boss?
Keep everything organized and humming along. Today, get blown up, fail to help my people. I guess. Sorry, Rangers. I don't mean to be all self-pity and rain clouds. Just having a shitty day.
Yes, you used to wear the badge?
I was a Ranger. Back before old Vargas's hair turned gray and Ace was just still a 3 of clubs. Quit to run the Ag Center after I took a bullet in the gut. Missed any organs, but I just couldn't move like I used to.
Have you heard about Ace's death?
Yeah, I heard. Bet I knew before the Rangers did. Damn shame. Wish I could have gone to his retirement party. Hope you kids did him proud.
What can you tell me about the Ag Center?
Damn proud of this place. Signed on here because I figured there were ways other than shooting bad guys that I could make the Wasteland a better place. And make a profit at the same time. Not doing too bad at it either. Got a little distribution deal with the rail nomads, and hopefully soon we'll be keeping the local communities fat and happy. Even Ranger Citadel. Of course, this little crisis might change all that.
What's he know about the... What's he know about the crisis?
Don't know what happened exactly. Rose seems to think our irrigation system's been monkeyed with. Whatever it is. One of our researchers, a mentor to all the rest of us. I think she's working down the hall to the left. They're red seed pods that explode when you get close to them. That's what happened to me. Tried to go in and pull one of the farmers out. Damn. Yeah. Once they get themselves straightened out, we plan to use their rail lines to ship to all our customers. But until we can stop this crisis and make sure the food is safe again, nobody's gonna get fed. Well, the food ain't doing any good if it just sits here and rots, is it? I let the researchers figure out the best way of growing things, My job is to get it to the people. Well, I don't know if we're gonna manage to find a way to reverse all this, but we gotta at least stop it from getting worse, and that means we gotta get that irrigation system turned off. You already talked to Kathy about that, right? Heard about it from one of our farmers named Skinner. Said he talked to some wandering merchant who traveled with him and seen the attack. Recognized Ace by his description. That crazy hair of his. Sorry. Wish I did. Skinner just said the merchant told him it was a strange man, but that was all. Maybe you can get him. Don't know anything else about him. You're welcome to ask Skinner, if he's still alive. He helps cultivate the fungi in the mushroom caves.
Okay.
Good man, if a little too partial to snake squeezings. Last I saw of him, he was in the mushroom caves looking for his family right after the plants went loco. They're below the center. You can get to them through the computer room. Perfect for growing fungi down there. We've lost a lot of good ones, but I'm damn proud of everyone. If you find anyone as you make your way into the complex, I'll make sure you get commendation. Things are a little paltry right now, but I've got some.
Okay. Wow, can't really buy much of anything.
That's some foul stuff. Like gin. It was made in a bathtub somebody died in. Yeah, it does take the edge off from time to time, though. Got a little too close to one of those exploding pods. Now I got a little plant shrapnel. Thanks for coming by, Rangers. Always good to see new recruits taking their first steps into the big wide world. Howdy, recruits. How'd you doing there?
So, look at all these things you can examine. Where's this rose? Encyclopedia Botanica. Pretty much everything you can kind of examine. So how do I change like who's leading the group?
I'm seeing one of our researchers near your position. Is that Winston? Help is coming, Winston.
Dang. That's not good. The fin? I don't know what that means. There we go. Toaster in need of repairs. Right, I need to get the code from Rose. Man, we're all injured. We are all injured. Okay, do I have someone who can disarm? Lockpicking. Fade. Disarming now. Harness, sorrowful. Find the Finn's poster. Okay.
Don't touch anything.
There's Rose.
Don't touch anything.
How do I? Okay. Go.
Don't touch anything.
Rose also has a high-tech artificial left hand and a revolver peeking out from under her lab
If it
coat.
isn't Dr. Rose. Still as creepy as ever, I see.
Hello, Angela dear. Still as fearful and technophobic as ever, I see.
After what I've been through, can you blame me?
Mm-hmm.
Robot arms make me nervous.
Do you say the same to your old friend Gilbert? I understand he has a new leg now.
I hate that thing. I told him not to get it.
You would rather he was still lame?
Leave me alone.
Sorry to
Okay.
be so brusque, children. Everything in this room is an experiment in progress, and not to be disturbed. Now what can I do for you? I assume you're the help that Matthew and Kath, we at the Ag Center, are constantly looking for newer, safer ways to improve crop yield and wholesomeness. This lab is where that experimentation takes place. He's our fearless leader, and a dear, dear boy. Things have really improved here since he took over. I hope that exploding pod didn't do him any lasting damage. We need him now more than ever. She's a bright young thing. I taught her all I know about plants and seeds, and she has gone on to outstrip me in every way. A sponge for knowledge. I hope she can figure out the root of this madness. It's got me stumped. I know all about the Rangers. I've been around a long time, after all. Many of the plants are growing them now. They explode when you get near them. What's strange is, some of the infected farmers and researchers are growing pods too, as if they were becoming plants as well. I don't understand it. It has to be contamination in the irrigation system. We feed the plants a brew of nutrients through a series of pipes. I can only think that some strange toxin got into the mixture. Unfortunately, the computer that controls... You don't
Set
see
repair
them out
computer.
here, Art. You're lucky. They're attacking everything. Those men and women are some of my best friends. And now, I'm afraid they're changing. The greenhouses are where we test new species. There's one on either side of the central corridor. I'm afraid a lot of my fellow researchers are trapped in there, if they haven't already transformed. I have the airlock codes to go in there, but I don't know if I dare. Not alone. Oh yes, the Guardians of the Old Order. I suppose that was before your time. But they gave the Rangers quite a fight. Almost won, in fact. I'm sure you're veterans. As I said, you should ask the other Rangers about them. Oh, that? I lost it in a gardening accident. A traveling doctor gave me the new one. Quite a gadget, isn't it? She said she was from the east of the old prison. Which is odd, now that I come to think of it. Radiation's closed off the way east for years. I'm a botanist, not an engineer. but it's almost as dexterous as the old one. I wish I could say the same about the fuel cell that powers it. I shouldn't have brought it up. I don't like to talk about it. It's some kind of high-tech power source. The unsettling thing is that the doctor implanted it in my chest. I have a glowing blue gem set right into my sternum. And no, you can't see it. I'm much too old to be flashing my lady bumps.
Oh, God.
Yes, I have the greenhouse codes, but listen. I want to come with you. I need more samples if I'm going to make sense of this mess. If you let me come with you, I'll take you through the doors myself, and I can help you find your way around. And don't worry, I have a gun. I can take care of myself. What do you say? Every rose has its thorns, children. Mine's an antique. Can I join you?
Yes.
Excellent. Let me just turn this burner off and I'll be all ready. We can stock up from my lab supplies if you'd like.
All right. Well, we will stock up from her lab supplies.
It may look disorganized in here, but I know where everything is.
All right. We're just taking everything. Take everything. No mess around. Oh, this is quite a crew we got here. It is really kind of hard to book.
Be careful.
So anyway, that is going to be where we're going to end this.
Secure some of my valuables. I don't think I have the skill to disable the rather aggressive countermeasures on the safe.
So yeah, that's going to be it for now. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and of course join me for the next episode of Wasteland 2 Director's Cut. That's all for now. Spinningmantis out. Namaste.